Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. We're up and running then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Harry Kane. He's a deadly finisher, Peter, obviously, but he can contribute much more than that for his team. He's got the physical presence to hold the ball up and the awareness to bring pretty much everyone else into play. His best attributes, however, might be his enthusiasm, his energy, and his desire to win, because those things become infectious to others.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. And it's Alexander-Arnold. He's got away. Tries to pass it through. Jimenez cuts out the pass.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Fernandez. Now it's Kane. Knocks it into space.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Zabani cuts it out. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Look at the space. Can he finish? Fantastic from Immobile. That is a gem, an absolute gem. And there is your opener. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have had the first significant moment. Tries a shot! He tried the chip, but it wasn't his best.
There's no doubt he made the right decision, but without the right result. That's really good energy, Peter, the way they defend from the front.
Has a look and plays it forward. And here's Kane. Camavinga. And here's Kane. There's the shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Oh, what has happened here? Immobile, can he finish? And that's a sharp finish. They are purring, truly purring. An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
So that's two now without reply.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Now it's Immobile. Son Heung-min. And the referee says that is that for the first half.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Well, who could have predicted a scoreline like this after just 45 minutes? The sides separated by 2. So right back into the action. And it's Alexander-Arnold. For Valverde. Messi. Valverde. Oh, this is a great position. And it's Fernandez. Trossard. Now it's Ferran Torres. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Oh, super find. He's picked his way through. He's having a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, it's fallen loose again! Relentless! Just relentless! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Immobile, who got amongst the goals, is being taken off now.
Well, this could purely be down to rotation with the next game in mind, but he doesn't look very happy.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. It's a pretty loose pass. Zielinski. Now it's Kane. Now it's Oyarzabal. Milan can't breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled.
And Messi! And he should have made it 4.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Kane, clearly the target here.
Well, he is someone you can count on to get his head to it.
Oyarzabal! Outstanding save to keep that out. It's their second corner of the game. Defending of the desperate. He's having a hit! Great strike, the test for the keeper.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
And he's managed to get shapes to shoot! And that's in! It had to come! It just had to come! He had to have his say! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Gets a good foot in there. He has found a way through. Plenty to aim at here. And a shot! He's put it wide.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 7.
So changes afoot here and from both sides.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Akanji. Here's Oyarzabal. Looking for the run. He's found a way through. Shot a goal! And there's a goal! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Milan have opted to make another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. He is through here. Well read, nice interception. And we're done. A statement win on a crucial day, and now major tests await. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim? Well, nothing beats the feeling of getting promoted. The hard work already done, the team can set out to enjoy this game and bask in the adulation of their adoring fans. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Oh, shooting chance! And it's a goal! And that's got him off to a flyer!
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
Goal!
Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Jimenez makes the interception. And it's Son Heung-min. Oh, they could break here. And he's in on goal, and he shoots! It's a goal! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Fernandez. Now it's Kane. Looking for options for movement. And the shot! And it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Hello.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Oh, super ball! Chance for a shot! And it's come
Oh
back out
यार
to him.
कस्तो गोल भने यार
And with the goal at his
Kस्तो
mercy,
ball नभएको
a dreadful miss.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And this is Immobile. Now there's a canny
आई
finish!
यार थोरैले बचे यार
Goes to show he is human after all.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Kane. Now it's Messi. Look at the space here. He's having a shot! And it's in! They are purring, truly purring.
How many goal
momentary
guys?
lapse
कति गोल हान्न सक्छु मैले?
mercilessly exploited.
Let's see.
They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And here's Kane. Tries a shot! It's in! Again,
Goal.
in a trice, and they are soaring!
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Gol. Marcó en el minuto 41 el dorsal 19.
Outside of the box guys. Guys, कहाँबाट हेर्दै हुनुहुन्छ तपाईहरुले? If live हेर्दै हुनुहुन्छ भने please
And he is dashing away. Chance! And that's a sharp finish. And they're threatening to fly away here.
live हेर्दै हुनुहुन्छ भने comment गरिदिनु होला please.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Marcó en el minuto 44.
He's got 4. That is remarkable.
कहाँदेखि हेर्दै हुनुहुन्छ?
Jimenez.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
And this is Kane. And he's running through. Real chance! And that's a good finish. Pomp, panache, and passion. This, a man full of it all.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
And the frightening thing is, Pete,
And the whistle goes for half-time. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Hello and welcome to our live. If तपाईले हेरिराख्नु भएको छ and you are
Gets us going once more. And he's picked out the run. And this is Immobile. It's
Oh यार कस्तो बोल्नु भएको?
He's put it wide.
पावर धेरै
I
भयो.
can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
तपाईहरु पनि खेल्नुहुन्छ भने कमेन्ट गर्नु होला हाम्रो डिस्कर्ड च्यानलमा एड गरेर सँगै खेल्न मिल्छ है. डिस्कर्डमा चाहिँ एड हुनु पर्यो.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Some front-footed pressing going on here. He can run onto that.
आया उडाइदिनु पर्ने
It's the
यार.
keeper's ball. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And this is Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min with big chance! Goal!
Did you see that goal, guys?
And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Another one! This must be his personal high.
Look at this. Nice tap.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Immobile being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, they've set out to man-mark him now, but this is an embarrassing example of too little too late.
Yeah.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. Fernandez. Looking for a runner. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Son Heung-min, he's found a way through. Decent chance!
Nice.
Well taken goal. And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
El dorsal 17.
So we have movement on both benches.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Será sustituido por el dorsal 16.
Caicedo.
Cambio de jugadores.
And it's Messi. Now it's Kane. Great defending, strong and determined.
Barcelona appear determined to play through the middle again. And guess what? It's the same result.
He's had a shot! And no mistake. The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
En el minuto 80. el
So
dorsal
changes
23.
afoot here, and from both
Cambio de
sides.
jugadores
I
en
think
el
you have to
Barcelona.
admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy. I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
He's got away, just eases him off the ball. Knocks it into space.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
No, again there's no way through. They've got it again. Goes for a shot! And there's a
Nice.
goal! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Será sustituido por el dorsal
He's
9.
had it nicked away. Threads one in. That's a good ball. Shoots! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
कस्तो सेभ गरिदिएर क्या
Cambio de jugadores.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
There's
ओए
oh, denied at the last.
Tight.
And there goes the final whistle. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Nice. हेलो हजुर हजुर कल त म यस्तो हान्दिएन मलाई म भने 12 हान्न मिल्थ्यो ट्याक्क त्यो उ भइदियो क्या टाइमै सक्यो क्या Oh guys, यहाँ पुरा इमर्जेन्सी बसिदिरहेँ हेलो अरे यार खै के हो यार पुलिस आइरहेको छ यहाँ गाइस मैले धेरै गोल हानेर पुलिस आइरहेको छ है पुरा पुलिस जस्तो छ केटाकेटी मैले धेरै गोल हानिदिएर त्यसलाई बिचरा यस्तै हो फर्स्ट फर्स्टमा धेरै गोल हानिन्छ हाम्रो कति मैले मैले जितेको बेसिस क्या 7 गोल हानेर ल बेस्ट अफ 3 अब गरौँ न त ल बेस्ट अफ 3 जित्छ है त ल बेस्ट मैले
Hello,
जित्छु नि
welcome one and all. The atmosphere
Guys,
building
कसले
very
जित्छ मैले
nicely
जित्छु
here.
कि यो
Gorgeous evening. The
म्यान्चेस्टर
skies are
युनाइटेडले
clear. The
जित्छ
noise is fervent. The atmosphere frenetic.
म्यान्चेस्टर युनाइटेडले जित्छ है
I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. We're up and running then. Manchester United have opted for a 4-5-1 formation, it appears, Jim.
Well, if you want to secure a clean sheet, Peter, this is a very good way of going about it. It adds discipline and lends a stubbornness to that midfield, which can stifle opposition attempts to play through, and it takes a lot of pressure off your defence, of course. Forces longer passes through the aerial route. So, all things considered, that extra layer across midfield is highly, highly effective.
Nice
Shapes to shoot!
nice
And that is wildly off target.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
यस्तो डर मेरो कि तैले खेलाडी अपग्रेड गर्नु पर्यो
Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Zabani promptly onto that, and that is that. And claimed it back swiftly. And it's Valverde. Fernandes. And this is Kane. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an and the shot! Goal!
गोल
The first
गोल 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 Cairo
And
Immobile
a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Of course मैले नि
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Can he get on the end of this? That's good play. Tries one from range.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him because they felt
अझै पनि अरूलाई बाहा उ भन्छ बाहाना भन्छ अझै
his boss doesn't look too amused either.
Zabani spots it and intercepts.
Wait
Trossard finding himself in space.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Alexander-Arnold.
guys हामी कहाँदेखि हेर्दैछौँ
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0.
ओए
That tackle
बल
was
यार
certainly sturdy.
कसरी यसरी
Untidy
यसरी
challenge, free
ए
kick given.
यसरी यो ऊ बल कहाँ चाहिँ मान्छेलाई ल फाल्दिएर चाहिँ Wait!
That is a more than and decent save from the goalkeeper. That's a fair try, but just off target. No, that's been intercepted. Zabani kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Oi.
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening.
Oi, कस्तो छोप्दिरा
The
यार
keeper's done ever so well.
Son Heung-min clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Goes back.
Really got in his face
Back
there.
पनि कहाँ ब्याक दिएको
Well
त यार
played.
Threads one in. Fernandes is wide and looking to get onto this. He's shifting through the gears here. And reclaimed it in a trice. Fernandes. Robertson has it out wide. Great chance!
एउटा हानेर गोल हुन्छ कहाँ हानेर गोल भयो भने त म फुटबल खेल्नै छोडिदिन्छु
Really
जिन्दगी
well
भरि
played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender. Stay
अनि त्यहाँबाट पनि
onside.
गोल चाहिँ हुन्छ तर एकदम अलि भित्र छिराउनु पर्छ
Kamavinga.
एङ्गल चाहिँ भित्र आउनु
Zabani. Kamavinga. Now it's Immobile. Messi. Immobile. And here's Fernandes. Decent chance! Loose ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. That's another chance. And the ball's come loose here.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Kane is onto this. That's clear cut. It's a free kick.
अलिकति फल हानेको कि अलिकति यति जस्तो त्यो हारे काडै खाने गरी त हान्नु चाहिँ मैले चाहिँ होस् म जस्तो 12 हान्न नि सक्दैन यार
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
Kamavinga.
मैले
And it's
कहाँ
Kamavinga.
ओए
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Robertson. Looking for options for movement. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Son Heung-min. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. And it's Fernandes. Son Heung-min. One goal so far.
भन्दा पछाडि गएर बस्छौ
And they win it back again.
कस्तो पास यताको पास उता उताको पास यता भएको
Of the first period. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Some first half thoughts?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter, be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too
पास यता
risk
भएर
averse.
यताको पास उता उताको पास यता
Goals,
भएर
goals and more
चाहिँ
goals. That's been the story of the half. The team separated by the tiniest of margins at the break.
अब हाम्रो के भन्छ म्यान्युको मान्छे पुरा चेन्ज गरिरहेको छ है गाइस के हो अब इभानलाई पनि खेल्न ला इभानले सक्छ होला बरु त्यसै अब मैले अटोमेटिकली जित्छु 3 सेकेन्ड मात्र बाँकी छ यस्तै हुन्छ गाइज अब तपाईँको घरमा बच्चा छ भने अनि बच्चासँग तपाईँ लाइभ स्ट्रिम गरिराख्नु भएको छ भने चाहिँ यस्तै हुन्छ हो मैले जितिसकेँ यहाँ यो विन भनिसक्यो यो सबै एउटा षड्यन्त्र पनि हुनसक्छ है गाइज
कति टाइम लाग्यो यो रिचार्ज गर्न अझ फेरि यहाँ आएको छ त
के
भान्जा दिमाग खाइदिए कि यिनीहरूले फेरि बनाउनु पर्ने हो
हाम्रो जस्तै गेम खेलेर लाइभ हेरेर मान्छे कति एकजनाकोमा 3000 जनाले हेरिरहेछन् क्या अब यही गेम हाम्रो सब्स्क्राइब नगरेको यो मान्छेहरूले धेरैले हेरिरहेको रहेछन् क्या
त्यही भएर होला
71% मान्छेले सब्स्क्राइब गरेका छैनन् क्या हाम्रो
अति धेरै हिजोको लाइभमा कति 92 जनाले होला
तर तैँले सर्ट्सहरू अपलोड गरिराख्नु पर्यो क्या कस्तो चिचेरा छ त्यो
आइकन उत्तिकै बन्द गरेर हिँड्यो भने
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. We are just getting started. Manchester United have gone with a 4-5-1, Jim.
Well, it's a formation, Peter, that...
Oh, what has happened here? And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And no, he's seen through all of that. Messi finding himself in space.
Oh, nice!
And he's done it! One
Nice
sweeping
goal.
move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
After 5 minutes is...
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Trossard. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Fernandes. Valverde. It's Camavinga. And he's in
Oi!
the goal!
अयो कस्तो फर्किनै पाएन क्या फर्किनु पाएको भए त यस्तो
Trossard with the ball. Now it's Messi.
No.
It's Trossard. Surely chance for a shot! And it's in!
यस्तो मिस गरेँ क्या मैले
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
It's Starting to look very interesting, this.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Immobile. Trossard, and it's Fernandes. He's a sharp little ball here.
Yeah.
Oh, Manchester United! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
कस्तो मिस गरेको त्यसले
One moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Manchester United leading now.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
He's shifting through the gears here. Zabani kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Alexander-Arnold, and it's Messi.
कस्तो मिस गरेको क्या
Looks a decent ball.
आया
Space for him to turn and look. Terrific effort!
छ्या
It's in! And they're threatening to fly away here. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
To be
Oh, he's given that plenty,
कस्तो
but
बोल्नु
no.
भएको
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Caicedo. He won't be happy with that one. And this is Kane. Camavinga cuts it out.
कस्तो तुरी रहेछ हो फेरि यो
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty.
Takes the shot. A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Robertson. Fernandes. Messi. And Fernandes. That has not gone well. Jimenez. Now it's Immobile. Messi in acres of space out wide. The pass has gone astray. Now it's Kane. And the through ball. Shot a goal! Euphoria, utopia, and they are consorting again in a trice, and they are soaring. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence. We were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Manchester United visibly comfortable, now up by 3.
Well,
के गरेको क्या
And the keeper threw out a limb.
that's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
And that should get the job done. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. He's picked his way through. Tries to pass it through. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Valverde. And it's Fernandes. Messi. And this is Kane.
यस्तो
Alexander-Arnold calmly anticipates. Trossard.
यस्तो घुमेर पास यस्तो दिन्छ त्यो पनि यस्तो काम गर्छ
यसलाई त मैले कसम हो
Aims beyond the defence. And this is Kane. It's Kane! Oh, no, a quite unbelievable miss.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while. That's really good energy, Peter, the way they defend from the front.
30 minutes gone. And it's Kane. And this is Son Heung-min.
कस्तो यो तोरी त दौडे दौडिन त
Son Heung-min unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Valverde. Well, that is one way to stop him. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. Messi! Just too high.
छ्या यार
Robertson. Immobile simply refused to be outdone there. Immobile. Nicely weighted ball. And the shot's on here.
खोइ बल
Trossard looking understandably energised after his goal. Tries to think it through. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Fernandes. Fernandes at his creative best. He set up 2 goals. Zabani makes the interception. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. So what can they make of this? Now it's Messi.
अब हेर्न बलै छोडेर
Fernandes providing an outlet on that flank. Can he finish?
बल छोडेर दौडिरहेछ
That
यो
is
पाल
not
जस्तो
wayward.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Kamavinga. And it's Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min makes a dash for it. And this is Kane. Fernandes. And here's Valverde. Immobile. And a chance! Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now there's a fine ball. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Great. Oh, brilliant save. Alexander-Arnold. It's Camavinga. Caicedo. Camavinga. And it's Kane. Fernandes. That is good alertness. Alexander-Arnold. Fernandes. And here's the chance to counter. Great defending, strong and determined. Sabani.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Camavinga. Son Heung-min. Now it's Camavinga. Goes for a shot!
को यो सन युङम्यान भन्ने तोरी
Robertson.
नाम चाहिँ मलाई सङ युङम्यान काम चाहिँ मलाई टङ युङम्यान छ यसको यार
And it's Robertson.
छ्या
And Caicedo. And it's Kane. Son Heung-min. Shot could be on. And the shot! And there's a goal!
फाइनल्ली यार
Forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things.
And that is indeed the final. That just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
अहिले पनि सानो आइरहेछ कि ठुलो आइरहेछ
A quick reminder today that smoking is only allowed in areas shown on this map. Thank you for your cooperation.
अब चाहिँ गोल हान्नुपर्छ यार यो अति भयो
And here is the first touch of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go
Way
for it,
yo!
going back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Messi. Messi, a dangerous raider down the right-hand side. Kane charging forward, the ball at his feet. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, nicely intercepted. Valverde. Nice looking ball. Some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Robertson venturing down the left. Messi does well not to be outdone there. Looking for the run. He has a look up. Immobile!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Alexander-Arnold spots it and intercepts. Lovely. Shoots! And
again!
Robertson.
के नेट मेरो पनि त्यस्तै अड्किएछ हो
And it's Valverde. Alexander-Arnold shoots. Oh, there's a probing ball.
I think that's great.
He's having a pop.
कति बचाको यार
Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And he plays one through.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Opts for safety. Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Camavinga. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
It's Immobile! Another big chance that gets away. Robertson. Now it's Messi. Stood up well to him there. Valverde. Fernandez. Can he get it through? Messi. Now it's Fernandez. And it's been played through. Oh, that's well spotted. Fernandez. Immobile. Now it's Messi. He is through here. Messi, good purposeful running this. And the shot! Off the upright. Caicedo. Immobile! Oh, it's fallen loose again. And no mistake. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
And a really good game is threatening to break out here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And here's Immobile. And this is Kane. Big chance!
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing.
Great shot! He's stuck it away. And this is getting better and better. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
It's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
Substitution.
Manchester United
कस्तो
go
स्लो
up
पास
by
दिएको क्या
2
म्यान
and are
नि
looking good.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
And it's Valverde. Looking to play him in. Off the ball!
नाइस यार
He's got a goal! And they are dragging it back! Game on again!
यस्तो कमब्याक हान्छु भन्ने सोचिरहेको छु
Yeah,
मैले
and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
All of a sudden we have a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
That pass has been well intercepted. Valverde. Now it's Oyarzabal. Camavinga. Valverde. Camavinga. Trossard. Camavinga. It's a pretty loose pass. Zabani. More and more pressure on the ball here. And it's Valverde. Valverde. Oh, this is a terrific shot! And the difference is still one, but only just.
Oh, what a moment for him, Peter. He'll be losing sleep over that one tonight.
Robertson. Showing great feet there. Jimenez has given away a free
क्या रेड
kick.
दिन्छ गयो गयो खुट्टा भाँच्यो
The referee's come over.
Oi!
It's a red
लो
card.
कस्तो रेड दिएर भने लो
A bit of a knock from that challenge.
Substitution.
Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have
त्यो
to
त रेड
see out
थिएन
the rest
यार
of the game with 10 men. He's having a hit!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Now it's Kane. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
5 minutes left on the clock.
This is the time you need that pace.
He's found a way through. Oh, robust challenge.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
That could spell trouble. And Fagioli.
कस्तो म्याच कस्तो
Oh, super find.
छ्या
That's a good finish. And that should do it. Within sight of the finish line. A momentary lapse,
yeah.
mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
There will be 3 minutes.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope for...
Shapes to shoot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Cross flung in towards the middle. Oh, that's a fine interception. Fernandez. He's got away. An uncompromising challenge.
ठिकै पेनाल्टी हो र त्यस्तै बलमा छोएर दिन्छ
Gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And that's that. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the managers.
अब 2 म्याचमा त बाँकी हैन त हजुर मिलाउँदै गर्नु
अनि मेरो मिलाउनु पर्यो या प्र्याक्टिस चाहिँ guys comment हानौँ हाम्रो सेयर हानौँ प्लिज गाइज प्लिज हामी एकदमै लाइभ छौँ है लाइभ
हजुर
हामी एकदमै लाइभ छौँ यहाँ मान्छेले हेरिरहेको छन् पुरा ब्याकग्राउन्ड नोइज आइरहेको छ क्या
त्यही भने अब म सुन्दैनन् मेरो यहाँ ऊ किन्नु पर्ने छ
if तपाईँ हामीलाई हेरिराख्नु भएको छ भने अनि तपाईँले सब्स्क्राइब गर्नु भएको छैन भने प्लिज सब्स्क्राइब गरिदिनु होला ए भगवान् कति चिच्याको हो गाइज एक गेम आयुषले जित्यो होइन गाइज एक गेम चाहिँ अब उसले जितेछ होइन एक गेम अब मैले जित्छु कि जित्दैन हाम्रो कस्टम रुममा हेरेर मैले त तपाईँ पनि कस्टम रुम खेल्न चाहनुहुन्छ भने प्लिज कमेन्ट गरिदिनु होला कमेन्ट गरेर हाम्रो डिस्कर्डमा जोइन हुन सक्नुहुन्छ अथवा हाम्रो फेसबुक पेजलाई फलो गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ अथवा सब्स्क्राइब गरेर मेसेज गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ है सब्स्क्राइब गरेर मेसेज गर्नुहोस् सब्स्क्राइब गरौँ टिकटकमा फलो गरौँ हाम्रो गिभअवेहरू पनि छ
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night.
गिभअवेमा हाम्रो EFC को चाहिँ कोइनहरू गिभअवे हुन्छ है गाइस
I'm your commentator Peter Drury and providing his unique brand of expert analysis. Here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kick-off.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
No, that's been intercepted. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, they can break here. Now it's Fernandez. Immobile. It's Immobile!
कस्तो गोल भएन क्या यो
That was no routine save.
Immobile is offering a right smile there.
मेरो पनि यही किपर हो
And we have our very first corner. Messi! Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. And this is Immobile. Messi.
पास दिएको क्या यो गाइज हामीलाई सब्स्क्राइब गरौँ अनि हामीलाई मेसेज गरौँ हाम्रो फलो गरौँ यो फेसबुकमा हाम्रो EFC को कोइनहरू गिभअवे छ है गाइज
And they're quick to get it back.
गोर्खा एफसीबाट
Robertson making good progress.
गोर्खा एफसीको हाम्रो युट्युब च्यानललाई सब्स्क्राइब
Who do you
गरेर
think this turns on,
गिभअवे छ
Jim?
है गाइज
Yeah.
गिभअवे
Harry Kane. He's a deadly finisher, Peter, obviously, but he can contribute much more than that for his team. He's got the physical presence to hold the ball up and the awareness to bring pretty much everyone else into play. His best attributes, however, might be his enthusiasm, his energy, and his desire to win, because those things become infectious to others.
Not to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Now it's Kane. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Valverde.
यो ब्लास्ट खत्तम पास खेले यार मैले यार
From one side's
सेम
perspective.
पास
Yeah,
दुई टाइम
whether
यार
they've been allowed to set the standards or not.
Denied by an instinctive save.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Kane with the clearance. Tries one from range. And now they can spring the defence. Son Heung-min is fouled.
गाइस तपाईहरुले हाम्रो लाइभ हेरिराख्नु भएको छ भने सब्स्क्राइब
Well, the
गर्नु अझ
referee has
सब्स्क्राइब
made it
गर्नुस्
pretty
है
clear now
हाम्रो
that
गिभअवे
this
छ
is his last chance.
एएफसी
I
को
don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's
कोइनहरु
being
गिभअवे
said
छ
here.
है गाइस प्याकेज
Alexander-Arnold, and it's Messi. Now it's Immobile, and this is Messi. Here's a chance! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Kane running with intent. And it's Kane!
गयो
And
केनी
he nearly went all the
अनि
way.
मामा
That was some seriously slick play. Pretty much textbook apart from the finish. Very impressive movement.
Oh, now he can run away with it. Oh, super ball. Kane!
नाइस यस
Goal! You don't keep those outs. He knew.
तपाईहरुले
He
सब्स्क्राइब
just
गर्नु भएको
knew.
छैन भने
Well,
सब्स्क्राइब
it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say,
सब्स्क्राइब
too good.
गर्नुस् हाम्रो फेसबुकलाई फलो गर्नुस् अनि मेसेज गर्नुहोस् है त तपाईले त्यति गर्यो भने तपाईको नाम चाहिँ हाम्रो ल पज भएछ तपाईको नाम चाहिँ हाम्रो गिभअवेमा जान्छ अनि तपाईहरुले यो अस्ट्रेलियन $10 देखि $50 सम्म जित्न सक्नुहुन्छ है तपाईहरुले कहाँदेखि हेर्दै हुनुहुन्छ where are you watching from guys
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
It's a promising position. Valverde. And that's a dangerous ball. Nice control. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Picked it.
almost there
Off target by a
guys
whisker.
तपाईहरुले सब्स्क्राइब गर्नु अझ सब्स्क्राइब गर्नुस् फलो गर्नुस् हाम्रो फेसबुक च्यानल फेसबुकमा
And the two sides separated by the game's only
कहाँदेखि
breakthrough
हेर्दै
moment to this
watching
point.
from
1-0 the score.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Great ball, and he's in
Well,
here.
ल
Now that is a hefty challenge. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
फल भएन त्यो भने
That pass isn't the best. And it's Son Heung-min. Thinks about the shot.
छ्या यार यसो सुतेर यार पुरै यार त्यही
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Messi.
छ्या
Fernandez. Messi. Fernandez. For Valverde. Son Heung-min. And here's Immobile.
सम्म त मार्छु होला
And
यसलाई
he's picked out the run.
कस्तो घुमेर बस
Here's That's another chance. Good finish. They are right.
यार चुप मुसलमान गोल भयो
Well,
यार
it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they want another.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper, couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Manchester United, chance for a shot!
Kane really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And it's Fernandez. And the
Oh
shot!
yeah, nice goal outside of the box, guys.
Into the lead once more. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
It's just really poor from a defensive standpoint. A very soft goal if you look at it. Everyone was busy doing the wrong thing. Someone's really got to be picking him up when he's in that position.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Now it's Immobile. Oh, super find. He's shifting, shoots! And no mistake.
No mistake. Messi दाजुले हानेपछि no mistake.
Incredible spell. They are flying. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
यस्तो हाने गोल हैन गाइस सिधै फर्मेसन
is one
चेन्ज.
thing, having the composure to score is another.
So the lead now is 2.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Messi, he's picked his way through. Can he finish?
अयो
And yes, it's there! Just one goal in it now. Game on! And that was as close to certain as can be.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training. And it came off beautifully.
Manchester United cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Fernandez. Camavinga is in a really good position out wide. Now it's Messi.
Messi दाजुले बाहिर.
Gone out for a throw-in. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Jimenez. And it's Fernandez.
ल
Robertson. Robertson proves just a little bit too strong. Messi. Fernandez. That's a cute ball. Jimenez calmly anticipates.
Has been indicated.
There's the shot! And he hits the net!
Wow, guys, wow.
And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
You could certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this
यो
off.
गोलकिपरले पैसा खान्छ क्या आमा.
And it's half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, who could have predicted a scoreline like this after just 45 minutes? The sides separated by 2. So straight into the second half. Looking for a runner. Trossard. And it's Immobile. Messi. Now it's Immobile. It's Immobile! And he's following up! Relentless! Just relentless!
सुतिराते भन्दै थियो त
Up by 3! They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Kane demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
के गरेको गरे गोलकिपरलाई हान्दिरा भने अब भयो
And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
गोलकिपरलाई हान्दिला छ भयो यार just hitting goalkeeper guys.
Jimenez. Now Zabani. Valverde. Kane. Camavinga. Fernandez. Kane. He's had it taken off him. Alexander-Arnold. Great vision. And it's Alexander-Arnold.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Camavinga. And it's Son Heung-min. Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
What is he doing one?
Now it's Fernandez. Immobile. For Messi. Messi carries the ball down the right.
Red
Knew
game.
what was coming. That's a yellow card. And he seemed certain to get the sixth.
I was expecting him to play it in until I saw his run-up.
Trossard. He's a sharp little ball here. Valverde. Valverde! Son Heung-min getting this one clear.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's found a way through. Fernandez. Oh, this is a very good run. Now this could be... He's had a shot!
Come on, guys, come on. Come on, guys, subscribe. Yeah, so damn it's time, guys, please.
He engages with absolute happiness. Just gorgeous. The most glorious, delicious of touches. Followed up with an unerring finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Valverde. Now it's Immobile. Nice looking ball. Robertson clears. And it's Valverde. Zabani kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's been played through. Alexander-Arnold. Valverde. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Messi. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Valverde. Has a look and plays it forward. Trossard. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Immobile. No, it's come to nothing. Zabani. Trossard. Alexander-Arnold. Jimenez. Valverde. Now it's Kane. And this is Son Heung-min. Closing in. It's Son
यो मा
Heung-min.
यसको चाहिँ काम रहेछ हो यो नसक्दो रहेछ यो हुन्छ
Alexander-Arnold. Valverde. And here's Kane. Fernandez. Foul and a free kick in a very
कस्तो
dangerous
फल हानेको
area.
अब
Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
कस्तो कार्ड नदिएको क्या
Messi having a look. Brilliant save from Donnarumma. This time, surely. Kane. Messi, who does have an assist to his name. Robertson. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Kane. Messi. Now Trossard. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Oh, that's fabulous. The most accurate pass. Fernandez. Messi. Nice bit of trickery. And here's Kane. Alexander-Arnold
कसम
quickly
भनेको
onto
ओ
that.
यार
That is that.
कस्तो पास
And it's Messi. Sabani. Valverde. Kane, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. That is ended up in no man's land.
Substitution in progress.
Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Valverde. And it's Messi. Alexander-Arnold. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Oyarzabal. And the shot!
ओ यो
It's their
सपना
second
त
corner of the
देख्न
game.
पाइहाल्यो नि
Camavinga. Little pass back. Valverde. And here's Kane. Robertson gets flashed
कस्तो
offside.
अफसाइड भयो त्यो पागल
Substitutions taking place.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Messi, he's got away.
यता फल्दैन कहाँ त्यहाँको फल्दिएर हुन्छ
And no surprise, that's a booking.
छ्या परे पुगेन
Well, it was a chance, but meat and drink for the keeper. Robertson. Sabani. Valverde. That's destined for the flank. It's a searching pass. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Robertson kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Messi. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Fascioli.
3 minutes added time.
And it's Robertson. Plenty to aim at here.
फल यार फल फल
Oh,
फल
that's
त्यो
horribly
पुरै फल हो क्या
mistimed, and it's given
Okay.
penalty. So a
नाइ 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 भन्न लाग्यो बिचारा
12 yards.
नाइ
Well,
नाइ
that's a
नाइ
booking,
नाइ
always
भन्नु
looked
लाग्यो
it.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
This calm as you like, and they're running away with it.
7-2 7-2. 7-2 is the score
Not
line,
much
guys.
more than a formality.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
The goal scorer.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. That's gone all the way
चाहिँ हामीले
through
चाहिँ
to the
गोल
keeper.
भनेको खै
Robertson. Now Zabani. And time is up. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw.
And we'd like to inform you now that the latest
So what do you
travel
take away
information
from it
is
all, Jim?
currently being
Well, the
displayed
look on the
screen.
manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Oh no. 1-1 to गया है. Personal security. पत्र की. मेरा साथ तो हम कौन सा मजाक करती.
Let's see who's gonna win this game. Last game.
अब त छोडिदिनु दिदी सोध्दिनुहोस् अब मैले जितिसकेँ भने
Nice joke. हामी यस्तो जोक गर्न सक्छौँ guys. हामी यस्तो जोक गर्न सक्छौँ त्यही भएर
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
सिधा मेरो विन भन्नु भयो.
I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So we're very much on the way now. And here's Kane. He's got away. Fernandez. He's having a shot! Fernandez with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Zabani cuts it out. Glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task, Peter, did he?
यो रेड कहाँ हुन्छ.
Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Players have gathered round, and they are clearly concerned.
यस्तो के अब बल त सुरु कान्छ सिधा मान्छेले लडाइदिरहेको.
Substitution in progress.
हेर न मैले जित्यो नि अब भन्नु नि म 10 गोल.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Harry Kane.
कस्तो
He's a
बदमास
deadly finisher, Peter, obviously, but he can contribute much.
Oh, greatly!
मेरो प्लेयरले बोलायो
He's delivered all right! A
First
great
goal start
delivery
भयो अब 10
and
गोल
a
हान्छ है
finish to match.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and
मलाई यो
made it
कस्तो
perfectly.
त्यो सानो जियान जस्तो लाग्छ
And in a trice, the
Ivan.
substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
यार यो केन दे
Up in
दौड्नु
no man's
मन
land. Kamavinga. And it's Son Heung-min. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Kamavinga. Corner it is. And we have our very first corner. And he's taking no chances there. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He is through here. So it's going to be another corner. Corner number 2 then. Spread to the right. Someone on
हातले खेल्ने
target.
हो र भलिबल हो र बास्केटबल हो र समात्नलाई
दौडिनु पर्यो नि
And the shot! Valverde. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And it's Kane. And here's Oyarzabal. Kane.
कस्तो खुट्टाबाट लैदिरा
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Goes down, but nothing given. Fernandes.
यो यार
Pass isn't the
केनको
best.
हेर्नु पर्न
Back
दिने
towards the middle. Quarter of an hour played. Fernandes. Valverde. And here's Messi. Played back towards his own goal.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
And here's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal!
ओयो
And he nearly went all the way.
That was some seriously slick play. Pretty much textbook apart from the finish. Very impressive movement.
Robertson. Messi. Now it's Trossard. He might be in here. Trossard. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
And Messi! Deftly away.
Who is this यार कति स्क्रिम गरेको को यो ओ
Ah, good steal. He just read it. Mikel Oyarzabal given the lift of his goal. Oyarzabal running with the ball. Caicedo does
Tito
really well
what
to win
team
the ball
भन
there.
न यस्तो त फलाउनु पर्छ
Caicedo. There he goes, motoring forward. And this is Kane. Kane!
ओइ
Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Kane deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
ए भगवान कले के भन्छ यो कति चिज जाको
यस भयो हाम्रो
And he is that. And the shot! It's bounced back off the post.
अफसाइड
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
त्यहाँ पिन हो कि त्यो
Sabani. Fernandes. And it's Son Heung-min.
गाइस मैले
Can he get it through?
कति गोल हाल्न सक्छु र
Kamavinga. He has found a way through. There's no getting past him. It's really well defended. Jimenez did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Valverde. Now it's Oyarzabal. Fernandez. And here's Kane. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Camavinga did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Fernandez. Now it's Kane. Oh, lovely bit of skill.
Fall yaar, with the fall.
He's been bundled
With the
over.
fall,
That is a
pure
foul.
fall. Guys, if you're watching for EFC,
Yellow or red? It
you will
is
get-
red. Well, the players are flocking round their
Giveaway.
former colleague, and they look worried.
coins,
Manchester United
worth of 10
are
to
down
15
to 10
Australian
men.
dollar. Please subscribe, share, and follow our Facebook. Oh yeah.
Too close for comfort.
It's at the ball.
Sabani.
Oh, it is miss.
Messi. And Alexander-Arnold. And it's Fernandez. Now it's Messi. Great work on the overlap. Robertson receives it in a wide position. Oh, what has happened here? Goes for a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And
Oh
another
yeah,
try!
done goal one yaar.
Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Sabani. Son Heung-min. And it's Valverde. Now it's Son Heung-min. Fernandez. Messi. And here's Oyarzabal. No, he's not getting his way this time. Looking for a runner. And no, that was never going to make it. Fernandez. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And it's Messi. Takes aim and crosses. And he gets rid in a hurry.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Man.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, that looks a good ball through. Zabani spots it and intercepts. Camavinga. Alexander-Arnold finding himself in space. And that should get the job done. Fernandez. For Messi. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Messi. Fernandez. Messi. And once more he proves rigid and robust.
2 added minutes has been
He's going to be
indicated.
disappointed with that. Kane. Oyarzabal. Look at the tries a shot.
Yes yaar, कति टाइम लाग्यो बोला न
Two to the good, and they are purring.
Nice goal one, man.
Absolutely purring.
बेस्ट अफ 3 हो नि थाहा छ लास्ट
Pretty
गेम हो नि
obvious,
यो
Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball and they're in.
So that's 2 now without reply.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they...
And it's half-time.
2-0
Well, the
guys.
second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well,
And
both
now,
half-time
to
team
all
talks
members of
will
the
undergo
crowd,
change
I'd
now.
like to
One
ask
will be
you to
solid,
join me
the
in
other
wishing
needs to
our
be pretty
birthday
inspiring.
boy a very special
Shoot,
birthday.
just shoot and target हेर्न
Like this after just 45 minutes.
Shot on target,
The sides
isn't it?
separated by 2.
सडन टार्गेट त मैले राखेको छु होला
मैले हानेको छु
So right back into the action. Kamavinga. And it's Son Heung-min. Kane. Now it's Oyarthabal. And this is Messi. Big chance! Now it's Kane. Now, can they get him away? And it's been played through.
Hele right card paisakis
held onto it far too long there.
राइट कार्ड छैन
Did he do enough to
Paisa
find
गरेछ त
someone?
मैले देखाएर
He
दिएँ
looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do
Ah.
everything
तेरो
his
माथि
way.
छैन राइट कार्ड पाएँ
Now it's Kane.
रेड कार्ड भनेको
Looking for options
Right.
for movement.
रेड कार्ड
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
कतिवटा फल गर्छस् भन्न
Teammates are
पहिला
really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
गर्दैन त्यो धेरै भयो भगवान्
He's shifting through the gears here.
कहाँजना हेरेर रहेछ नि
गाइज प्लिज सब्सक्राइब गर्नु पर्यो सब्सक्राइब सेयर गर्नु पर्यो क्या
Messi pulls short. And he's taking no
Wait.
tries from distance. And now they can spring out of defence.
कस्तो स्लो पास दिएको बेलाले
Kamavinga.
वाउ मेसी वाउ अर्को मेसी
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no
Wait.
chance to get on the turn.
त्यसको खुट्टामा खबेर दिएको
Can he get onto this?
Fernandes.
Fernandes. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Simply brilliant defending.
were
They
very-
were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
यस्तो पागल पागल मान्छे
Played into space. Good ball, good take. Oh, that's fabulous. Shot a goal!
Who is this?
And that is doing no harm at all.
Who is
I think
this?
it's just more proof that
Who
this team
tapping
is
goal
very
on here?
comfortable playing on the break.
ट्यापिङ गोल हान्न त अब हान
अब कहाँ हामी त चान्स पाएर बेला
Caicedo. Early stages of the second half.
ल ल तेरो एक गोल
And
मानिदियो नि
still
त
two between
तेरो
them.
ल 2-1 छ भने
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Messi. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
649.
Kamavinga. Robertson. Messi. And it's Valverde.
लल क्या लल खेलेको क्या
Mikel Oyarthabal. And it's Kane. Now it's Oyarthabal. Oh, he's bustling through. Shoots!
नाइस
Yes! And
रिसाएर
with
के हुन्छ
that,
बाबा
it is
रिसाएर के
pretty
हुन्छ
much
कुल
a
डाउन
done
टेक अ
deal.
डीप ब्रेथ
One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Wait,
Just when they thought they made it
please.
in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
जे पायो त्यही यो कसलाई कुट्यो किन कुट्यो त्यस्तो कुट्ने सुट्ने कुरा नगरौँ त प्लिज लाइभ पो हो त यो त सबले सुनिरहेछन् मान्छेले गाइज तपाईँलाई कसले कुट्यो भन्ने सुन्न चाहनुहुन्छ भने कमेन्ट गर्नुहोस् है कसले कसलाई कुट्यो भनेर सुन्न चाहनुहुन्छ भने प्लिज कमेन्ट गर्नुहोस् हामी भनिदिइहाल्छौँ
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 4, Caicedo. Coming on to replace him is
Manchester United
number
can
9.
now introduce
Come on here.
the
Where
first
are you
of their
watching from, guys?
substitutes.
Please
Well, he can
comment.
certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass, and a tricky one at that.
A case now of complete control. Fernandes. For Valverde. Messi. Now it's Oyarthabal. And Alexander-Arnold.
Wait.
Out for a throw. Alexander-Arnold. Messi. Robertson.
मेसी दाजु यसरी मिस गर्नु भएन के
And that has left him in a heap. Sabani.
मरि गरे ए खुट्टामा राखेर बल राखे गरेपछि अनि
He's got plenty of space out wide here, and he's managed to get free. In by Messi. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
ओ अघि नगयो त्यो फलको अलिकति उदेछ कि ओए
Messi looking to play it into the box.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
Tries to get it clear. He'll try from distance. It's a loose ball. Sabani. Fernandez.
कस्तो ठाउँमा पास दियो भने
Messi. And it's Messi. Mikel Oyarzabal. Messi.
फल भएन
Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Messi. Fernandez. Messi. That's destined for the flank. Messi wants to run onto this. He's found a way through. Cross flung in. Oh, good effort. And yes, it's there! And they are right back with
कसरी
it.
गोल भयो
A lovely header, but really it was all
गोलकिपरले हेर्न साइडको भनेर रिप्ले हेरे अब गोलकिपरले हेरे
Did the defence let themselves down by not kicking him
हेर्न
off? I think the pass will be released.
तो साइडको गोलकिपर रहेछ
Manchester United may be down, but not out just yet. And it's Messi. He's picked his way through. Messi. Oh, sweet feet. Nice control. Jimenez defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And this is Kane. It's Kane! Brilliant! That is a gem! An
कसरी मिस गरे यार त्यसले
And they are dragging it back! Game on again!
गाइज इफ सब्स्क्राइब गरौँ सब्स्क्राइब गर्नु सब्स्क्राइब गरेर फलो गरौँ हाम्रो फेसबुक पेज हाम्रो गिभअवे छ ल
Was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And he has.
And a really good game is threatening to break out here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Threads one in. Son Heung-min is in a really good position out wide.
यो म्याच कसम सनको त कामै छैन
I
हो
think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
फेरि कोर हुन थाल्यो
He's found a way through. Out of play for a throw.
अरे यार त्यसलाई बाहिर निकाल यार
Taking place.
Son Heung-min. Fernandez. It's Camavinga. Fernandez. And it's Fascioli. And that's really well manoeuvred. 5 minutes left on the clock. That's a nicely shaped ball.
I don't deserve a goal in this time.
Space for him to turn and look. Oh, that's fabulous. Cross in. And that has been cleared. I think we're just about done here.
आफ्नै खेलाडी
Manchester United really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some
What is
pressure.
this?
Great vision, and he's picked it up out wide. He's had a shot! Sharp and fizzing, but not quite.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Kane is herring after that
Maybe
one.
3 minutes added time.
Messi. We are into overtime. It's just beyond his reach. And it's Messi. Now this could be a chance. Fernandez! Oh, quite
Goodness,
a
there.
hit.
The
Quite
goal
a
was
touch too.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to
Really
absolutely
छोडेन।
batter it the way he did.
तेरे छोडेन
Fascioli. Alexander-Arnold. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. He's shifting through the gears here. It's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Applies the finish. And that will be the final act. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Mikel
Just a
Oyarzabal
quick
picking up
announcement.
the Man of the
And
Match
I want
award,
to- we're
and
about
no
to announce
surprise
today's
there.
lottery numbers.
He's on the
Please
board.
watch the screen
Your
if you
final
have a
thoughts,
ticket.
Jim?
This was all about tactics, Peter. A weakness in the central areas, both in defence and midfield, which is something we referred to before the game, and the manager was smart enough to make sure it was exploited.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
के बनाउनु यस्तो चाहिँ स्पिन भन्ने कहाँ हुन्छ त खै गाइस स्पिन खोज्नु पर्यो कन्ट्र्याक्टमा हुन्छ हैन यो मेरो स्पेशल प्लेइङ लिस्टमा एउटा छ क्या के भन्छ यसलाई 2 प्लेयर रिमेनिङ चान्स स्टिल दुईटा प्लेयरमा को पर्छ है त गाइस को पर्यो यो मुरल भन्ने 75 मा त जम्मा 3 स्टार
Oh my god.
पुरा पैसा चाहिन्छ गाइस
म गर्छु रोक्नु नै म यो हटाएर एकचोटि डेम्बेले किन भन्छ सकाउँदै
तेरो अर्को उसबाट आइप्याडबाटै खेल्न पनि मिलिहाल्छ नि
मिल्दैन होला
मिल्छ क्या मिल्छ ल ट्राई गर्नु पहिला
ल रोक्नु न म योमा आइप्याडमा पुरा हुन्छ अनि बोलाउनु चाहिँ कसरी फेरि
त्यही कस्टम रुम बनाएर तेरो हामी साथी बन्नुपर्छ क्या त्यो भएर यहाँ यसमा चाहिँ साथी बन्नु पर्यो
हजुरको नाम के अरे रोक्नु ल
मेरो नाम म देखाइहाल्छु नि यहाँ
देखाउनु त
देखाउनु त हुन्थ्यो तर कहाँबाट आयो ए सेफ युजर नेम मलाई तेरो युजर नेम भन् म भन्दै गरिदिइहाल्छु नि
म तपाईँ हजुर के थियो अरे गोर्खा के थियो होइन
म भन्छु पखा कहाँबाट हेर्न मिल्छ आफ्नो नामहरू
गोर्खामा गएर म जान्न
यहाँ गोर्खा यहाँ लेखिरहेको छ हेर त लाइभमा छ ठ्याक्कै गाइज मलाई यहाँ रिक्वेस्ट पनि पठाउन सक्नुहुन्छ इफ यु आर वाचिङ यु क्यान सेन्ड मी रिक्वेस्ट इफ यु वान प्ले टुगेदर ओके if you want to play together just send me a request and we can play together and there will be giveaway as well if you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.
No user found. Gorkha, no one Gorkha.
Gorkha material. Gorkha and then this.
Dash yeah, आएन user not find.
किन तैँले गल्ती हानिरहेको छ सल्लाह क्या
होइन त्यही हान्यो आएन कि
के हो पखाइ साथी त बन्न मिलिहाल्छ नि साथी बन्न लाइक क्रस प्ले मेरो उ छ अनि भन्छ
Hey, no match user found.
Yeah. जी सैन
प्लेयरहरु बेचिहाल्नु एकछिन त्यहाँबाट पैसा कमाउनु पर्यो
तेरो आइडी पठाउनु मलाई म एड गर्छु तँलाई
ए eFootballको
त्यो उसको के
नो म्याच फाउन्ड भन्छ त्यही हेर जस्ट लुज हो मेरो त म यस्तरी पठाइदिन्छु फेसबुकमा पठाइदिन्छु मसँग मेरो मोबाइल काम फ्रीमा पाउने मान्छेले कति लगाउनु भयो मैले फ्रीमा पाएँ
Guys, if you're watching, add me. Send me your ID, brother. Send me your ID, I'll just add you. कस्तो नभेट्दो रहेछ नि त
त्यो हुँदैन
द रबिनको पनि नआउँदो रहेछ
जाऊ त्यसले ल्याएँ भन्दै आउनु आउनु म बोलाउँछु
अघिको हारले तँलाई यस्तो गाह्रो बनायो कि तैँले पुरै उनी चेन्ज गर्नु पर्यो
मेरो एउटा प्लेयर अब यस्तो राम्रो आइरहेको अरू त के छैन जाउ फेरि चेल्सीको सुपर हिरो हेरौँ अब के
हेरौँ त चेल्सीको सुपर हिरोले के गर्छ कि मेरो कोही पनि सुपर हिरो नभएकोले के गर्छ
हेरौँ मैले यहाँ त्यही नि फ्री त फ्री हो वर्ष पुगेछ हेरौँ न अब को जित्दो भाइ इसको त पक्का तर मेरो कुल
मैले यो एएफसी फुटबल गरेछु क्या डाउनलोड गरेछु होइन मोबाइलमा म मोबाइलमा खेल्छु अनि हेरौँ न त
यस्तो के अरे मोबाइलमै खेल्नु होइन अनि फेस देखाएर खेल्नु
म के फेस देखाएर खेल्नु हुन्थ्यो मलाई फेस देखायो भने फेरि त्यो सबले अनुहार देख्छन् भनेर चाहिँ
तर धेरै जस्तो खेल्ने भने मोबाइलमा
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. So straight into the action. Manchester United have gone with a 4-5-1, Jim.
Well, most teams that use this system, Peter, will work it in a way where, yes, they'll have a 4-5-1 shape off the ball. And
he's in, must be! Well, Pedro! And he nearly went all the way.
João Pedro really may get an earful from his teammates for not looking up to see what was around him, but I think he was perfectly entitled to try it for himself.
Power shoot हान्न ट्राई गरेर चाहिँ धेरै पावर गरे
Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
João Pedro running with the ball. Fernandes looking for the run. That ball looks a good one. Alexander-Arnold. Made for Immobile. Valverde. Cut it out. Tries to play it through. Oh, nicely intercepted. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Messi. Alexander-Arnold. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Jimenez.
Valverde.
Aims beyond the defence. And the shot! Oh,
You
he's hit
the-
the bar!
Offside भएन
Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead! He won't get any simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
After 15 minutes is number 7, Eduardo Camavinga.
जाओ पेड्रो को म्याजिक देख्नु
Eduardo
भयो म्याजिक
Camavinga.
अहिले झन् एमा त लगेर हाम्रो ठिकै छ मोबाइलमा यस्ता यस्ता पे टु विन आउँछ
के गर्ने
Game's
आउँछ
first significant
पे टु
moments,
विन
and
के
it's come
त्यो
earlier than
यस्ता यस्ता
perhaps we
कार्ड भएर आउँछ
anticipated.
कि ल ऊबाट हान्नु
First quarter of an hour gone.
Well, I wouldn't quite
Well, there is
advise
the
they
thing
should
that you can
resort
do.
to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Fernandes.
कस्तो स्लाइड हान्दिरहेको
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Stood up well to him there. Fernandes. Now who's going to be first to this? Camavinga. Camavinga gets across to intercept that.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
It's run loose here. Big chance!
जाओ पेड्रो के गरे
And he should have made them pay.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances
बिचमा
with that
मोमेन्ट
kind of movement.
गुदैबाट सुट हान्नु
Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. And it's Fernandes. Kane. Lovely. Now then. Fernandes. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Oh, he's on his own. Chance for a shot. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card. And it looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge.
Well, that's called taking one for your team, because a one-on-one situation was about to develop.
Messi is behind this one. Pass just lacking in accuracy.
पेड्रो खोइ मेरो कहाँ
Messi. Immobile. That's an imaginative pass. Camavinga. Trossard. Now it's João Pedro. They've got it again. Camavinga. Camavinga. And it's Fernandes. Good running, strong and purposeful. And it's Fernandes. João Pedro. Couldn't squeeze it through. Son Heung-min. Fernandez makes it a decent chance! Very nearly half an hour gone here. And this is Kane, showing good feet.
त्यस्तो फर्किनै दिएन
Great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's Valverde. Shapes to shoot! Oh, it's come loose. That has ended up in no man's land. Son Heung-min. And here's Kane. Camavinga. Ambitious ball here. Camavinga showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Immobile. Chance, surely! Well, now, he's been caught on it here. And he's managed to get rid. Valverde. Sabani. And here's Kane. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Kane was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Joao Pedro had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Oh, that's a key interception. And here's Immobile. Nice looking ball. Oh, that's a fine interception. Deftly away. And he's in on goal. Immobile. That's the keeper's ball. Robertson kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And he welcomes it in. This looks promising. And the shots! And he couldn't finish.
Joao Pedro really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
Fernandez. This is Jimenez. Now it's Kane. And that could set him on his way. And this is Son Heung-min. Not the most convincing of passes. Messi. Camavinga. Son Heung-min. Oh, a delicate chip through. Trossard. And this is Messi. He's a sharp little ball here. And the finish! And there's a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
After 45 minutes is number 21.
Manchester United are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game.
Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. Brilliant save from Donnarumma! Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Please take this
Well,
opportunity
both
to pay a
half-time team
visit to our
talks will
official
undergo
store
change
where
now.
memorabilia
One will
from
be
today's
solid,
match are
the
now
other needs to
available.
be pretty inspiring.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And here is the first touch of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Tries a shot! And that is doing no
To
harm
दिमाग
at all.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some
Can we
gaps at the
come
back.
back?
Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Trossard. They're back in possession and ready to go again. João Pedro. Immobile. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Messi. Now it's Kane. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Not the most accurate pass. Caicedo clears. Fernandez. Now it's Son Heung-min. Camavinga. And it's Fernandez. And here's Kane. Oh, what a ball! He's free, he has got... Can he finish?
कति स्लो हानेको यार गोल कति स्लो रियाक्ट
Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Shift in momentum, perhaps.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Now here's the delivery. And it's been hooked
कस्तो
away.
गलत ठाउँमा दियो
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Trossard. That ball looks a good one. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Fernandez. Now, can they get him away? Valverde. A heavy challenge.
कस्तो फल खेलेको यार
They're urging him to shoot. Oh, shooting chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Good take, and is he in?
Well, that'll certainly improve their mood. All the talking, both tactical and motivational, in that half-time dressing room seems to have paid off for the moment, at least.
And it's Kane. Kane, there he goes, motoring forward. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Can he finish?
कस्तो
A terrific save.
देखेर हान्दा नि सेभ गरिदिएर
He was
आयो
well placed to deal with that.
नया
It's their second corner of the game.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Great vision. He's intervened well there. Messi. João Pedro receives it in a good position here. Jimenez cuts out the pass.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
João Pedro unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
कस्तो लगेर त्यसको खुट्टामा दिइराख्यो अब
That pass isn't the best.
लगेर त्यसको खुट्टामा दिएर के हुन्छ यार
Oh, it's come loose.
के गरेको
He's
यस्तो
pulled him up for that challenge. And he is going into that little black book.
Oh.
Tries to pass it through. Alexander-Arnold. Now Zabarnyi. Looking to play him in. That has not gone well.
ल यार
Engages and forces him off the ball. Son Heung-min could move up a gear here. Kamavinga. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, well played, well played. And they've got rid. Manchester United have it back and can go again.
बचाइदिएर क्या
Oh, this looks sharp. Immobile. And it's Valverde. Fernandes. And it's Immobile. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Fernandes. He's got away. Well read, nice interception. Now it's Son Heung-min. Fernandes. Kamavinga looking to receive it in space. And here's Son Heung-min. And he shoots! That is decidedly lacking. Incredible. He had all the
बोल्नु
time
भएको
in the
क्या
world to
कसरी
pick it
मिस्नु
for
सक्छ
as well.
यस्तो
Caicedo gets it away. Jimenez calmly anticipates. Now it's João Pedro. Threads one in. Space for him to turn and look. He's shifting through the gears here.
एक गोल हान्न बाँकी छ कस्तो हानेको
Oh,
त
that one's going nowhere. Valverde. Well, that looks a decent ball.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Trossard, he is onto this. João Pedro struck first time. Oh, didn't catch it right.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Fernandes. Kamavinga. And it's Fernandes. And it's Son Heung-min. Looking for options for movement. Time is running out here.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so this...
Immobile! Now, who's going to be first to this? It's a promising position. And here's Messi.
यो मा
Messi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And here's Messi. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
अय्या
Substitution.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
कस्तो
Kamavinga has found the net here, of course. He's on it, just the keeper in his way. A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
João Pedro certainly looked hungry and excited on the ball. Confidence is at
कति
play here.
बताएँ
And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Kane. Kane making good progress. Knocks it into space. He's found space here.
कस्तो
It's a goal kick. Shot a goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
वो पागल हो यो
Added minutes has been indicated.
Fagioli. That's pretty clear. It is a foul.
It's just
Penalty.
a silly one to
Penalty
give away
there.
at this stage of the game.
हान्दै माम
Some
मुख
of them
मुख
aren't happy with that
सुडाइदिनु
challenge and they're getting involved. Steady. I think we've got just about enough time for this. Messi!
छ्या
Fernandez!
हो यार
A real chance and a real let-off. Alexander-Arnold. Fernandez. Oh, super find. And that should get the job done. Just about within shooting range. Jimenez.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
And
यार
there goes the final whistle. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. So there it is. What struck you most
And a
about
quick
that?
reminder
Well,
today
Peter,
to
this
please
was
take
probably
all
more
without the bins
slugfest than
located by
a
the
game
entrance
of
gate.
football. But I actually
यति
found
हाने
it
मैले एकचोटि
very
यति हाने
enjoyable.
यति
A
हाने
game that was
यार
constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
Well, that's
Okay.
it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
See you next time, guys. Thank you very much for today. Bye bye for today, guys.